Okay, Robert. First of all, it's a good afternoon, everyone. My name is Italo Nogueira. It's a huge pleasure to have you all here participate in this important event organized by Assespro Rio de Janeiro and also from our Assespro Federation. I used to be the president of Assespro Federation since 2019 until this last December, and it's a big honor. And I'd like to congratulate all you guys here present in this event, saying that will be always a great pleasure to participate and also doing business with you and also with our companies. We represent more than 2,500 companies here in Brazil at the Assespro. Is for sure the biggest ICT association in Brazil. And we are in the week of inauguration of our new board. And as I told you guys, I was the president, and we are very, very, very busy because tomorrow we will have a big event in our capital, Brasilia. I'd like to let you, Robert, to make our presentation from Assespro, and also I'd like to congratulate all companies, all Brazilian companies in this event, and saying to you guys that will be a pleasure to have other events. Who knows? Everyone presents in Rio de Janeiro and in Recife. In our ecosystem, we are present in 13 states of Brazil, and a lot of ICT ecosystem here in Brazil. And I'd like just to say these words to you guys, and hope we can do more events and of course more business together. It's a pleasure, and for all friends from Latin America, un placer tenerlos todos acá con nosotros. Espero que nosotros podamos en breve estar juntos para que podamos hacer negocios entre las compañías de Brasil, de Argentina y de toda Latinoamérica. Muchísimas gracias a todos y parabéns a todos aquí do Brasil. Robert, you have the word. Thank you very much.
Robert, seu microfone
thank you.
fechado.
Yeah, thank you, Italo. I will release you now from your duties because I know you have other important duties. You're doing the transfer, the transfer of power to the new board of directors. So, okay, I'll take it over from here, and I'm going to share now our presentation. Just a second, please. So as Italo mentioned, we are the premier ICT association in Brazil. It was founded in 1976. We're 48 years old. We have 19 chapters in 13 different, other way around, we have 13 chapters in 19 states. And we also have a federated organization that sits in Brasilia, where we have the federation. So Assespro's purpose is to be part of the development of society, applying innovation and technology. And our vision is that the IT sector is one of the main actors of economic development, especially in a day and age where innovation is one of the main levers of competitiveness. So our mission is to represent and foster the collective interests of our members and also help them prosper. We understand if we help our member organizations prosper, we're helping society to prosper as well. So as mentioned, I founded in 1976. We were also one of the first members of WITSA, World Information Technology and Services Alliance, which is 45 years old. We belong to Aleti, and we have some colleagues from Aleti here. We are also part of the government's board for the government's IA strategy. And we are one of the main stakeholders supporting public policy for the Ministry of Science and Technology. We also support the A initiatives in Embrapi, which I mentioned earlier to Maria Polito. We also are part of a committee that really is the one that vets major research and development programs that are to bring innovation and foster economic development. We have been the founder member of Softex, which is an agency dedicated to help and promote software exports from Brazil to all the geographies around the world. And we also have a national magazine in which we leverage to showcase all of our companies and their services and their projects. We have over 2,500 companies in 19 states. These are just some of them. We've just brought a few. Some are multinational, most of them are, others are from Brazil or created in Brazil. This is a graphical representation of all the states in which we are present. We are part of the WITSA and the Aleti families and both. And now with the focus really to foster cross-border business development. I am sitting in WITSA with the deputy chairman hat, and I have taken up the mandate to be the thrust to help build bridges between different geographies for developing new business opportunities for member companies. But at the end of the day, that's what keeps us afloat, that's what keeps us going and ticking. If we look at what we are as far as concept, so overall, we believe that with the market, with our member companies, with the academia, with the resources, and with the government policies, we can have really strength in providing added value in any geography around the world. Here are some pictures of some important moments that we have lived. We have several series of events that take place. I like to highlight one that belongs to the WITSA family. It goes around the world, WCIT. WCIT took place in Malaysia this year, last year, and it will go back to Malaysia this year to their neighboring island, Borneo and Sarawak. And Sarawak is making a big thrust to become an important player in the worldwide scene, and they are hosting the WCIT 2023. I just came back from Bahrain, and Bahrain will be doing the same in 2024. So My Innova Summit is one of the main events that we have at national level. It is really aimed at helping all of us as companies and as professionals and as executives and entrepreneurs understand what is it that we should be looking at when we're looking to be innovative, be it on a personal level, be it on a corporate level. Match Day, actually, the Match Day was born in Pernambuco, Recife, where actually is the home state of Vitor Nogueira, who was here with us. And we're inspired by the Match Day to create the International Match Day. They have a little different gauging where they bring a large corporation to match with the member organizations of their particular state regional Assespro. So it's really focused in connecting a large corporation with smaller companies. We also have created an investment fund, understanding that the play now is not just organically. We have to have an inorganic strategy, and we have actually partnered with the National Bank of the Social Development, Social and Economic Development of the government. And this is meant to be an international fund. Right now is only conducting investments in Brazil, but it will soon start investing also outside Brazil. And the main thing for the fund is to encourage our member companies to actually close the gap between how do you make a company grow faster today than you actually did 10, 15, 20 years ago. Today, you need outside investment so you can keep up with the speed of change. If you try to grow organically, most likely you're going to find first Jurassic Park. Brazil is very, very animate in the privacy space. So like Europe, you have GDPR. In Brazil, you have LGPD. United States is kind of lagging behind, but California has CCPA. I am not sure what other Latin American countries are currently doing, but the general data protection law is a must for any society. So we can have trust around our relationships. We can have trust around our business connections. I actually like to make a little sidebar. How people sometimes are really visionary and you don't know at the time. So a lady by the name of Esther Dyson, she used to be the president of SPA, Software Publishers Association in California. And in 1999, she wrote a piece that was published in several main newspapers around the world, including in Brazil, Folha de São Paulo, in which she advocated that in the future, over the internet, online relationships will solely be based on trust. And there will be several elements that will be able to provide and secure that particular trust that's required within those relationships. And this is what we're seeing today. We also have created a legal intelligence think tank, understanding that with the technology moving very fast, we need to have our regulatory frameworks follow suit and be adequate and match this new horizon, this new scenario that's brought in by innovation and technology. So it is very important that we're able to follow what's going on. And so much that we also created in Silicon Valley an observatory of smart cities, understanding that cities around the world that have a legislative mandate, their councilmen, most of them have not been born digitally native. They have been born in the analog world and don't understand very much all the ins and outs and intricacies that you need to observe when looking to change the regulatory framework to be adequate to this new technology status. So we were very concerned with that and understanding that you cannot educate these councilmen. It is best that we provide them with a benchmark. So we have an ongoing study that's mapping legislative best practices around the world. And it's a database that's aimed to support councilmen around cities around the world to identify where is the best practice for some particular technology. New technology is coming in, and we need to change the regulatory framework so we can fit this new technology, and we also can safeguard all the stakeholders within the environment. So this observatory was created for that specific purpose. I can share with you, for instance, if one wants to learn where is the best regulatory framework for e-scooters, I can tell which city that is. That is called Long Beach, California. They were able to create a framework which privileges the new technology, but also safeguards all the other stakeholders in urban mobility. So everyone's happy and everyone is going by the book. So this is what we need to provide for our constituents, so we have an adequate environment to foster and promote business. These are some of our, this is not fully updated, but these are the new board that's coming in. And I think you're here right now. I'm open for questions. And if that's not the case, what I'll pass on to our first company, member company, to do their pitch. Well, no questions. So our first company to pitch is going to be from the state of Rio Grande do Sul, neighbor of Argentina. Alessandra Morelli, are you there? You were here before. Did she fall through? Well, we can change the order. Let me bring on then Instituto Atlântico, which is way up north now, which is the northeast of Brazil. And I believe Victor Castro is going to be my showman today.
Hey, Robert, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. Thanks. So let me just share my screen. Please let me know if you can see.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
Great. So guys, I would like to thank you for this opportunity to be here presenting Atlântico to you on such this event. I'm Victor Castro, and I'm a senior staff software engineer in Atlântico. Atlântico was founded in 2001, and we are a world-class nearshore KPO partner. We are one of the premier IT KPO companies in South America, and we provide complex solutions to large enterprise, and we also help the startup community to launch their products into the market. In these almost 22 years of existence, there are some achievements that I want to highlight to you. For example, we have developed more than 1,300 projects so far. Nowadays, we have more than 750 employees. Atlantis, as we like to call them. We have 3 awards. We have achieved 3 awards of innovation. One of them is certified by the United Nations. Our net promotion score, which is the metric that we use to collect the customer satisfaction, is around 83%. And we were certified as a great place to work 4 years in a row. Last year, we have been ranked in the top 30 companies, IT companies in Brazil. So as Robert mentioned, we are located in Fortaleza. Fortaleza is the capital of Ceará. Ceará is a state in the northeast of Brazil. The time zone difference comparing to the east coast of the United States is 1 to 2 hours, and from the west coast is 4 to 5 hours. Fortaleza is one of the most connected cities in the world, if not the most connected city, considering all the submarine cables that we have leaving and connecting our city to the rest of the world. But it is the most connected city in Brazil. And our state is also a great talent pool. Most of our employees are located in Ceará, but we also have a lot of employees, a lot of talent spread around the country. Okay, so some of our clients, as you can see here, we have 6 different business areas, and we have clients spread around them. I will pick some of them. First one is Logica. Logica is a startup company in the financial area located in the Midwest of United States. We also have big companies like HP and HP Enterprise that you may know for sure. We have Rafei. Rafei is a startup company located in the Silicon Valley, the Bay Area. We also have Reliance, also a startup company located in the Silicon Valley. And we have Business Infusion, which is a mid-sized company in the veterinary field located in Canada. Okay, so as a strategy to leverage our technology capabilities, Atlântico has been investing in 6 different technological platforms. So we have data science, cognitive computing, distributed systems and networks, cyber physical systems, information security, and 3D. For each one of these platforms, Atlântico has a group of experts that are responsible for growing this knowledge, sharing this knowledge inside the company, and also supporting all the projects that we have in all the way as possible. So we use this strategy to speed up the digital transformation and also to create disruptive solutions for our clients. It doesn't matter if we're developing web applications, mobile applications, if we're working with DevOps, with the user experience, we use this knowledge in all of our projects, okay? I also want to share some cases with you. Logica, I mentioned before. So we got this project from scratch. We designed the whole solution. We started the implementation. We started to implement everything. And this company was baked by UI Combinator in SoftBank. One challenge here that I can highlight is that it's the same for every startup. The development cycle is really fast. So we need to put the product to the market as soon as possible. So our team did that with excellence, and we can share with you some the contact if you want. And here we have a startup, and the other case that I want to share with you is a big tech, HP. HP is a partner of us since the beginning, since 2001. And the challenge here was to deploy an outsourced R&D center. So far, we have developed more than 200 projects in different areas like printing, 3D printing, cloud environment, networking, security, and user experience. And as you can imagine, HP is as a huge company. We have developed and worked with a huge amount of technology in all of those 21 years. And that's it. Thanks for the time, Robert.
Well, thank you, Victor. Let us know, Victor. Well, first, let me open to the floor if anyone has any questions.
Sure.
So let me ask you this, Victor.
Yeah.
How does Atlantico work on different time zones?
Okay, most of our employees work based on the Brazilian time zone, right? So we follow Brazilian laws. We work on from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. But considering that we are located almost in the middle of the world, we're connected to Europe, we're connected to United States, we're connected to India. So we have during our day we have meetings with everywhere. It doesn't matter. So I have, in my experience, started my day have meetings with people in India, and ended my day have meetings with people in the United States. So we use the best practice from agile methodologies to communicate with the team, to have everything that we decided written in all the tools that we use in the project. So we have no space for mistakes. So we practice good communication skills to make sure that we let no space for mistakes. So that's what we do.
And can you share with us also what's the size of your English speaking staff?
I don't have Andre.
I
Do you
can,
have this
yeah,
number?
hi everyone. I'm Andre Pizzaglia, program manager. I work with Victor here. So Robert, I would say that 1/3 of the people that we have right now, they are fluent in English, right? And then I have like some people, like I would say 2/3, 1/3 plus, that they are like intermediate in English. So I would say 2/3 of the current employees pool, they speak some way English.
Very good. We have a request by Javier, so he wants to share that you share your information with him, so you guys can connect later.
Okay.
It's on the chat box. Well,
I
anyone else
can't.
like?
I can see the contact details, Robert.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I can't.
You can't see it?
I can't. No.
Wait a minute.
Can you please
Oh,
share
a
details
direct
over the
message,
message?
yeah.
We can chat to everyone.
Yeah, no, you put it for a direct message. So that message I just put in there comes from Javier. Javier, why don't you share your LinkedIn? Be easier.
Let's share information here. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, very good. I'm gonna move on if anyone else doesn't have any questions. And now I'm gonna invite Alexandre Magno. And Alexandre, I have already jumped the gun and said you gotta talk to Vanessa from Argentina. So you can put it, you gotta put it on your roadmap. All right, the floor is yours, Alexandre.
Good afternoon, everyone. I will share my screen. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Hello, my name is Alexandre, and I'm CEO from Neurosciences. And what is neuroscience? We create specific algorithms for real-time brain analysis, such as burnout, learning, food and drink satisfaction algorithms. In addition, we use cognitive markers such as focus, motivation, stress, training to carry out multisensory analysis. Imagine that you can collect real-time information from the brain of consumer or your employee to work under stressful or dangerous load while he's working when he tries your products and services or has an experience with your brand. In addition, various procedures can be implemented, such as EEG, fMRI, eye tracking, saliva analysis, galvanic skin conduction, infrared thermography temperature analysis, and many other somatic analysis equipment. This is because the algorithms use the information collected from the brain and from the remaining areas of the consumer, collaborator, and cross the data with the body responses to psychological states that you intend to map, generate a note that can be observed at the end or during each stage of the experience. In addition, it's possible to analyze, it's possible to make a meta-analysis like that one with heat map of neurostimulant markers, and we can see every step by step of the experience. How is the level of the stress, relation, motivation, learning, burnout, and etc. And we finally generate an emotional risk map for each stage of the experience, demonstrating the stimuli that help them to generate a satisfactory experience and those that undermine the ideal state for the employer or consumer. This project already analyzes food, drinks, care, and consumer experience. Now we are building the learning algorithm. These studies were published in important scientific institutions, and it was presented in Switzerland, France, China, and England. In addition to these publications, we have today more 102 presentations from 24 countries for new publications. And the objective of our project is analyze the brain in real time, and the algorithm has responses like learning, burnout, motivation, stress, satisfaction, and the difference is that response is made in real time. And now we are building a software to put the video in the feedback. So in one push button, you can see the video of the experience and the cognitive marks. And we can see the satisfaction for the total experience, for example, or the satisfaction level in one part of the experience.
This is it, Alexandre?
Wait.
This is it?
It's finished.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay, please stop sharing your screen. And let me open the floor to the audience to ask questions. No questions? Did I actually, did I find a match, everybody? Well, it seems that she's not
Hello,
there.
Robert. Sorry. Can you hear me?
And now I can.
No? Can you hear me?
Now I can,
Yeah.
Gretchen.
Yes. So sorry because I'm driving and I'm at the car. So here in Portugal, we have a company that is called Neros. She is working, they are working on a Neuro-Olympic project. Where TechFrame is also bringing some technicians to this project, and they work on a special algorithm to make everything works only with the brain. So I think it could be a match to this company too. If you can share the contacts, I'll put them in contact.
Indeed, we will.
Okay. So that's it.
All right, Gretchen, thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Well, the last company to me, which is supposed to be the first, Alessandra Morelli, she's right now, fortunately, inside a round and inside a due diligence, and her lawyer just called her that she has a few things she has to clarify so she can receive the money. So she is not going to be able to continue with us. So we'll have this two presentations this time around. I want to now thank everyone for your participation, your dedication. I know it's been a long day, but this is just a kickstart for something that we believe that should be happening on an ongoing basis and with more depth, because there are a lot of opportunities out there that if you don't spread it out, we're not going to find out about it. So this is the actual voice of putting out there what are the opportunities that can actually leverage business cross-border for everyone.